cual me voy. El ferro, el Porsche, la Cetreo, el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga. Mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. La baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan. Tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar. Se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y a la estatal. Cambiaste la válvula ya.
MLB The Show has baseball coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg. We've got an AL East contest tonight between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rich Hill, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
And stepping in, Danny Santana. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, Danny
First
Santana.
pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the night here is looked at for ball one, and we are underway in Tampa.
First pitch, 7-10.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. That one's in there on the black, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Phillips is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Alex Verdugo.
Next to hit is Alex Verdugo. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Very weakly on the ground. 1 out, nobody on. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now another 1-2. And it's fouled away. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
The 3-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, J.D. Martinez. Comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. And we're just underway from Tropicana Field. 2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Martinez will round first and head for second now. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Martinez at second with 2 down. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
1-2 to the Boston shortstop. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. From the stretch, the 1-2. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of a 2-out double. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Garrett Richards, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And now in the box, Brandon Lau. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Rays, the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Two and 1 now. Now here it comes. Tries to go the other way, as this is in the air to left field. Martinez comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, how about Manuel Margot? He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed in. Hopefully we get to see some of that today.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The average coming in at 266. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. The 1-0. is in there for strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch.
I got 2-1 to count.
And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Bogarts. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. We are still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Rafael Devers. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Popped him up. Zunino shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 6, the right fielder, number 10, Hunter Renfroe.
Next to stand in is Hunter Renfroe. We show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Now here's the first offering.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Lifted into center field. Margot's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in next, Christian Vasquez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Fouled off. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Wow, he's not even being subtle about it. He almost hits him with the previous pitch, and then he actually does it with the next one. Going to be interesting to see if they seek revenge at some point.
Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning, and that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and he takes ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Vasquez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, they're certainly letting you know as an offensive unit that they're going to be patient. As a pitcher on the mound right now, you have to recognize that and start attacking in the zone early.
Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and next will be the first-year shortstop, Taylor Walls. Now the pitch. A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. A ball that's carrying. And it's a foul ball, according to the ump down the line. Awfully close that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. All right, here comes our umpiring crew with their ruling. And it is a home run. They overturn their initial ruling, as they say this, in fact, was inside the foul pole. How about that? Here's Randy Arozarena.
The left fielder.
Hard hit ball to short. Bogarts has it on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Batting 6th, the third baseman, Joey Wendell.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
The 2-1 home. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball in there, 3-2.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The Windup and the 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Now that's popped up. Bogaerts waits on it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. We play 2. It's now 1-0 Tampa. That'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Now batting, the center fielder, Danny Santana.
At the plate now, Danny Santana. And he fouls this one off. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to...
We'll have to press pause as that's strike 3 to retire the side. Nothing doing for Boston. They trail this one 1-0.
We're back now as the Rays are preparing for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning, and this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. Entering the day, they rank among the best teams in the league in stolen bases. A lot of teams these days rely more on big swings of the bat to generate offense, but when I asked a member of the coaching staff about their approach on the bases, he told me they're simply playing into their strengths. He said they have a lot of really athletic guys, so it would be misguided to not be aggressive and force the other guys to prove they can stop them. Something to keep an eye on as this one moves forward.
The center fielder.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. Phillips is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
In most parts of the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
So here's Mike Zunino. And a little behind on the fastball there as he pokes it foul at strike one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. A 1 pitch on its way.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Nobody knows how I feel, 'cause you wasn't there when I almost drowned in my own blood sweat.
So now to the plate, Brandon Lau, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
He's been great on the mound up until this inning, and yeah, he and his guys are behind 2-0 now, but if he can seal the leak and hold these guys right here the rest of the way, this is still going to be a start he can be proud of.
So 2 are gone here in the Tampa Bay 3rd inning, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That misses. 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And a sinker too far in here. He lost him on ball 4.
The batter, the designated hitter, Kevin.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Kevin Kiermaier. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
He's set and the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Line drive, base hit to right. And this will get all the way to the wall now. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The batter, number 6.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. At the plate, Taylor Walls, as he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike one. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. The 0-1 offering. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. Fouled off. He set the payoff pitch, and he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Randy Arozarena, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. And now the first pitch, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
The set and the 1-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Two and 1, here it is. High and deep down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The set and the 2-2. Oh, here's a drive into the gap in right center as he comes through with extra bases. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Josh Taylor is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Joey Wendell digs in now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. In at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
In now, Manuel Margot. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. He popped out in his first trip. Ready with the 1-0.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. On now to the top of inning number 4. Tampa Bay leads this one 6-0. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. And D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball one. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. Three and 1 to Martinez.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Popped him up. Walls is under this one. And he's got it for out number 2. Here now is Rafael Devers. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Hunter Renfroe is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Even 2 and 2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3 and 2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave one. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Brett Phillips.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
This was a tough one to swallow. You could see he was in a heap of trouble right from the beginning, in and out of jams the first couple innings, and not able to get out of the third inning. Certainly not one of his better performances.
Here now is Mike Zunino. From the stretch. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Zunino is hitting exactly 200. Not really what you'd call a point of pride for him.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
6 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
2 strikes.
High in the air out to center field. Santana is there, 2 gone.
The batter.
And now here is Brandon
Second
Lau,
baseman.
0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 2 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Ji-Man Choi would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1. The bouncer to the left side. Devers gloves it. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Leading off the inning, it'll be Christian Vasquez, and they could use a spark from him here. First offering. Now the pitch.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Fouled away. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bobby.
Now to the plate, here is Bobby Dahlbeck, a base hit in his first trip. He's set, here it comes. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner, it's ball 1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
To the plate now, Danny Santana. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Phillips is there for it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They still find themselves down 6-0. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and here comes the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
First baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that pitch down.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
One strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Down to 3-1.
And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kevin.
Next, it'll be Kevin Kiermaier. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Now here's the first offering. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Taylor Walls.
Into the box now, Taylor Walls. Hit in the air down the left field line. Martinez has a read on it. 1 out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. A couple of runners on base with 1 down. And up next will be Randy Arozarena. First offering on its way.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Now the 0-1.
No ball.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Choi on second. Kiermaier is over at first with 1 away. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Two on, 2 out, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. First pitch on the way. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit hard to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the two-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rays are in front, 6-0. Alex Verdugo digging in now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here it comes.
Ball, that pitch is out.
A ball and a strike.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Phillips is there, and he has it for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on its way.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So now to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Manuel Margot. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
Hard hit towards center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Brett Phillips will bat next. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. From the stretch. Margot gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So next to hit is Mike Zunino. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Inside ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts, you can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brandon Lau. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Now the 2-1.
He's just thrashing out there right now. I don't think he knows where anything is going.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Up next for the Rays, Ji-Man Choi. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
And now the first pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Choi could end up as an all-star this year, but it's not a lock at this point. He enters the day 3rd in voting among first basemen.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Swing and oh my, hit him with the high, gone, and that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run shot to right center field, 3rd home run for him on the year as the blowout continues.
Really made him pay for that mistake in location. And I got to say, this reliever has given them a great effort out there, but I think they've asked too much of him here. And unfortunately for him, I think that's pretty clear now.
Matt Andriese gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Designated hitter.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
At the plate now, Taylor Walls in the dirt, and now let's see. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Wow, 1 pitch ago he had only given up a single, but that wild pitch, that single essentially turns into a double. Those kind of things can absolutely kill you.
The 1-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Now the 2-0 home. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Four runs here in this half inning. All even now, 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ready with another 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done, force out anywhere now.
Next to dig in, Randy Arozarena. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Kiermaier over at second. Walls at first, 1 gone. Behind 0-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped him up. Vasquez has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the first pitch. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And not in time as the second run scores.
I thought this was getting ugly when they scored double digits in runs, but they tack on a couple more here to make it an even dozen. You're going to win about 99% of the games when you score 12 runs. Simple as that.
At the plate, Manuel Margot, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Singled last time up. Behind 0-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to be a foul ball. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
The 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Next to hit, Brett Phillips, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. He's set, and the pitch. set to deliver the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. In the dirt here. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Count still at 1-2. As a look, now the pitch. Full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he fouls this one off. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Digging in next, Mike Zunino. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 7th inning coming up. It's the Rays 12 and the Red Sox nothing. Rafael Devers the next to bat. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
A little bit of a red flag here for me. 3 straight balls to start the 7th. Maybe tiring a bit.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Striding in for Boston, Hunter Renfroe. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB now. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Devers aboard here at first with nobody out. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and that's going to be all for our starter, Rich Hill. So this home crowd likely to give him a standing O as he departs with the shutout in check, and a nice tip of the cap there to acknowledge a job well done. J.P. Fireisen enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Into the box, Christian Vasquez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now this ball popped up. Playable, however, behind the plate for Zunino. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. Now it'll be Kike Hernandez.
Second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
First pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
The 1-0. Fouled off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And another foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
High pop-up. Wendell is under it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in as the power-hitting 2nd baseman, Brandon Lau. From the stretch. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Ji-Man Choi waits on deck. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home, and it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Count remains full. Again, another foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
The payoff pitch one more time. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. Number 14 on the season as this lead got even wider.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Garrett Whitlock comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in now, Ji-Man Choi. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Standing in now, Kevin Kiermaier. Fouled off. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-1 home. Fouled away. No one out with a runner at second. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Drilled to the left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
So now to the plate, Taylor Walls. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the belt, the pitch, and a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box now, Randy Arozarena, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Martinez looking up. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 11 for him on the season, as they just continue to pour it on here. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D-Row, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
To the plate now, Manuel Margot, as he'll ground the first pitch foul off to the right side. It was a walk in his last trip. Even 1-1 count to Margot.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Wendell, base runner at first with 1 out. And that one yanked just foul. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. On the ground is short. This could be two. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 8th inning coming up. The Rays are out in front, 16-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck.
First baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Foul tip, held on to behind the plate at strike 2. Pitch on the way.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Danny Santana, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped a clutch on that pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate now, Alex Verdugo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Outside, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch-out. More coming up under the dome in just a moment.
She wanna ride with us. then ride with us. Say she wanna roll with us, then roll with us. Say she wanna ride with us, then ride with us.
Darwin's and Hernandez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Now at the plate, Brett Phillips. It was a walk in his last trip.
Brett Phillips.
And now the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Into the corner and slicing foul. A full count to the Rays center fielder.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So here is Mike Zunino. Before the first pitch, a check at first, but the runner's back easily. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nobody out, runner on first. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Mike Zunino takes his third strikeout of the day.
Granted. Wow.
Stepping in now, Brandon Lau, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty, everything on the outer half of the plate.
Fouled away. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So stepping in is Ji-Man Choi, and he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. First offering on its way as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. A ball and a strike. 2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Rays strand just the one as it remains a 16-0 ball game. Now to the plate, J.D. Martinez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. First pitch on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. One ball, one strike to count. One out, nobody on. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Phillips looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts, number 14 on the season, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Into the box, Rafael Devers, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
3-2 the count for Rafael Devers. Hunter Renfroe is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next up for the Red Sox, Hunter Renfroe. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
Something's clearly out of sorts with his delivery right now. Just walked the guy, and that pitch wasn't even within sniffing distance of the zone. Really fighting himself right now.
In there, and it's even at 1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Now to bat, Christian Vasquez popped into foul ground his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Devers at second. Renfroe is over at first with 1 away. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Strike called. 2-1. From the stretch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
16-1 this evening. The Tampa Bay Rays get their 20th home win this year. Rich Hill earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Garrett Richards permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Self-care like eat, pray.
2. You would think I'm in the 6. Born Jan 26, 36, but I never the brick. When I shoot, I never brick. When I shoot it, swish.
The winning pitcher is Rich Hill. His record is now 6-2. The loss goes to Garrett Richards. He falls to 3-5. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.